Hey guys, hope you're doing well today. Today I wanted to talk quickly about how inevitably doing things like this, it gets difficult. And the reason I wanted to talk about this pretty early on in this whole process is because if we can expect it to get difficult, then we can kind of set ourselves up, we can prepare ourselves mentally. And it shouldn't be the most difficult thing in the world. Eventually, I want this to be automatic so that it's easy, so that you don't have to give this stuff a lot of thought. But just recognize and be ready for the fact that there will come a day where this is really difficult and we're going to want to sink back into our old habits. It's very, very easy to kind of just walk right into how we were existing before doing things like this. If we're changing our eating patterns or we're increasing protein, we're finding ways to sneak in protein, we're increasing our activity level, our physical activity level. You know, when it's cold in the wintertime, it's not the most fun to go to the gym, or it's not the most fun to go out to your garage and work out. And that's where we're tested. That's the true test. When it gets difficult and we've been doing it for a little while and the momentum train is, about to derail, that's when we're tested. And we have to really make a big decision there. And that's why I wanted to address this now so that we can mentally prepare. One thing is, an easy way is to literally just jump in and do it. Like if you have a checklist of things that you need to get done, just jump in, don't think, just do it, just act. Be a man of action and action oriented, because we can trick ourselves and we can talk ourselves out of difficult things. But the overarching theme of this video is we always pick our hard. We always pick our difficult. It's difficult to wake up in the morning. It's difficult to wake up early. It's difficult to take a shower and difficult to brush your teeth and get ready and try to be presentable and, take care of our family. It's difficult to drive to work some days, especially in the wintertime. There might be, like snow or ice on the road and we still have to get to work. We still have responsibilities. We still have stuff. We still have difficult things and difficult choices that we have to make. The only difference is one we say we must do. We create that bright line early on in our adulthood, or we, at some point we have this epiphany where we say, okay, if it's gonna be, it's up to me. So I'm, if I've got a family, I gotta take care of my family, I gotta provide, I gotta make sure I go to work and contribute to society and my family. We make that distinction, we make that decision. This is difficult, but this is the difficult that I'm gonna choose because I have to. And so we pick our hard. And then we prioritize that difficult over other things that might be easier. Okay, so it's easy to go through the fast food drive-through lane on the way home. It's easy to neglect our health. It's easy to drink too much. It's easy to try to check out on the weekends. It's easy to do those things. We prioritize the other things, the hard. So we can pick which is difficult. And oftentimes easy is going to lead us to, where we don't want to go. That's the thing. In America, and I always pick on this country, but it is something that's just easier. Food is plentiful. There's a lot of people out there that don't really want for anything because there's abundance in America. There's lots of things. There's lots of food. There's lots of pastimes and things like that. So the thing to remember is easy is not always the best thing. Okay, I remember when I was choosing easy, it was easy to drink too much, and I was 60 pounds heavier than I am now. That was easy. I was prioritizing difficult in other facets. And sometimes we do that. Sometimes we prioritize the difficult portion of our work and we neglect everything else. Everything else is we're choosing convenience. So we prioritize the hard in our career and we neglect the hard or the difficult choices in our body. So I want to reframe hard, difficult, and easy. Easy usually leads us to where we don't want to go. Easy is like gluttony, too much comfort, which is terrible for us. We're not meant to be constantly comfortable. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean we need to be miserable all the time either. We can be strategic with, choosing the difficult things or choosing to prioritize exercise and eating well, being mindful, getting enough sleep, because that's going to serve everything else. That actually gives us the freedom to do all the other things in our life, like move freely, be healthy, a healthy, high-functioning adult, feel secure with ourselves, accept ourselves. So just remember, we always pick our hard and we always pick our easy, and picking easy is not necessarily a healthy thing all the time. So I want to reframe those difficult choices that we make, and then eventually they actually just become part of our identity, and they're not really hard anymore. I don't have to think about what I'm going to eat. I don't have to think about when I'm working out. It's just something that I do. It's just part of who I am. It's part of my regimen. It's part of my routine that's been baked in and repeated over and over and over again. It's automatic. And that's ultimately what I want for you guys. I want some of these healthier habits and these healthier activities that we do on a weekly and daily basis to be automatic. I don't want you to have to think about them, because that requires energy. And there's going to come a point in the very beginning where summoning up the energy to do differently is going to be difficult. So we need to just expect that and then trailblaze through it and get to a point where it's not so hard. Okay? So if you have any questions regarding that, kind of what I mean, and if you want me to further explain that, I can. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.